Money and wealth are neither good nor bad. Owning stuff is neither good nor bad. And being rich with these things is neither good nor bad. The goodness and badness come from how we use and perceive them. Temperance in wealth acquisition. Temperance in wealth acquisition, as advocated by Stoic philosophy, is akin to navigating financial waters with a steady hand. Picture it like this. Imagine sailing a ship through unpredictable seas. Just as a skilled captain exercises caution to navigate safely, exercising temperance in wealth acquisition involves prudence and self-control in financial endeavors. It's not about abstaining from acquiring wealth, but about maintaining a balance and steering clear of excessive risks that could capsize your financial ship. Consider the wisdom shared by Stoic philosophers like Epictetus, who advised, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This notion doesn't discourage ambition, but rather emphasizes the importance of contentment and moderation in our desires. Applying this to wealth acquisition means being mindful of needs versus wants in financial decision-making. It's about making choices that align with your true necessities, preventing unnecessary extravagance or impulsive spending that could lead to financial instability. Think of temperance in wealth acquisition as a strategic game of chess. Just as a skilled player weighs each move, considering consequences and risks, exercising temperance involves calculated financial moves. Aristotle emphasized, temperance is a mean with regard to pleasures. In financial terms, it implies finding a balanced middle ground between excessive spending and extreme frugality. It's about making prudent investments, avoiding unnecessary debts, and living within your means. Visualize temperance in wealth acquisition as tending a garden. You wouldn't drown plants with excessive water or deprive them completely, would you? Similarly, applying temperance involves nurturing your financial garden. Plato highlighted, "The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself." Conquering oneself through wealth acquisition means exercising discipline, avoiding impulsive purchases, and maintaining a balanced financial ecosystem for growth and stability. In essence, embracing temperance in wealth acquisition is akin to being the architect of your financial destiny. Wisdom in financial decision-making. In the grand pursuit of wealth, the ancient Greek philosophers held wisdom in high regard, likening it to a guiding beacon amidst the labyrinth of financial decisions. Imagine a treasure map, with each financial choice being a path leading to various outcomes. Wisdom, according to the sage words of Socrates, is knowing that you know nothing. In financial terms, it's acknowledging the vastness of knowledge needed and the humility to seek it. Picture yourself as an explorer, seeking insights, knowledge, and perspectives, equipped with the wisdom to make informed decisions in the realm of finance. Think of wisdom in financial decision-making as the art of crafting a mosaic. Just as each piece contributes to the beauty of the artwork, every financial decision adds to your financial picture. Aristotle remarked, "The more you know, the more you realize you don't know." It suggests the importance of continuous learning and seeking diverse viewpoints when making financial choices. It's about acquiring knowledge about markets, investments, risks, and trends, shaping a mosaic of wisdom that informs your financial decisions. Consider the wisdom as a compass guiding you through uncharted financial territories. Like a wise navigator, you consider various directions before setting the course. Sophocles believed, "Wisdom outweighs any wealth." It speaks to the idea that wealth gained without wisdom might be fleeting, but wisdom applied to financial decisions leads to enduring success. It's not just about amassing wealth, but also about utilizing wisdom to safeguard and grow it. Embracing wisdom in financial decision-making means nurturing a wealth of knowledge to navigate the complex landscape of finances. Value integrity in transactions. Integrity in transactions, according to the teachings of ancient Greek philosophy, represents the moral bedrock upon which financial dealings rest. Picture yourself in a thriving marketplace where each transaction is rooted in honesty and ethical conduct. Upholding integrity means conducting business with transparency, fairness, and an unwavering commitment to ethical principles. It's akin to being a merchant who prioritizes honesty and integrity in every financial exchange, fostering trust and reliability in the marketplace. Consider integrity in transactions as a handshake, a symbol of mutual trust and respect. Just as a handshake signifies an agreement, integrity in financial dealings reflects commitment, sincerity, and dependability. It's about honoring agreements, negotiating with transparency, and keeping promises. Envision yourself as a professional whose word is your bond, cultivating a reputation built on trust and ethical conduct in all financial interactions. Imagine integrity in transactions as the bedrock of a sturdy financial structure. Like the foundations of a building, integrity ensures stability and reliability in financial dealings. It involves adhering to ethical standards, avoiding deceitful practices, and conducting business with honesty at its core. Picture yourself as an architect constructing a solid financial reputation grounded in ethical behavior and honesty. Embracing integrity in transactions means valuing honesty and ethical behavior in all financial dealings. It's not merely about making transactions, but conducting them with integrity, fostering trust, and nurturing enduring relationships. Just as the ancient philosophers prized virtue, integrating integrity into financial transactions builds a reputation founded on trust and credibility, paving the way for sustained success and respect within the financial arena. Strategic risk-taking like a philosopher-king. The wise balance boldness and caution. They carefully weigh the risks and rewards, never acting rashly or recklessly. Patience is exercised until the odds shift favorably, then decisive action is swiftly taken. Win or lose, the philosopher-king analyzes and learns, aiming to make better calculations next time. Vigilance and adaptability enable the strategist to pivot when conditions change. Like a skilled sailor navigating stormy seas, the rudder is kept steady, but the sails are trimmed to align with emerging winds. Plans morph in sync with new realities. Equanimity fortifies the mind against distraction. Neither greed nor fear sway the Stoic philosopher from the rational course. Calm composure steadies the hand, allowing a clear assessment of risks and rewards. The greatest strategists think circuitously, envisioning indirect pathways when direct routes are blocked. With flexibility and creativity, they open unanticipated angles of advance. Multi-pronged approaches spread risk across several bets. True mastery comes not from mimicking others' victories, but from developing sound judgment. Through practice and analysis, the risk-taker builds wisdom, learning from wins and especially from losses. Each experience serves to hone skills and instincts. The quest for prosperity must not override virtue. Noble purpose guides the ethical risk-taker, ensuring alignment with justice. The philosopher sees wealth not as an end in itself, but as a means to promote societal good. With courage balanced by temperance, large visions tempered by diligence, the enlightened strategist charts a course toward greatness. The risks are carefully measured, then decisively seized at the opportune moment. Adaptability and flexibility in investments. Success comes to those able to nimbly pivot as circumstances change. Rigidity breaks under pressure, while agility allows one to roll with the punches. Investing is a fluid arena, so static plans quickly become obsolete. Wise investors think on their feet, morphing strategies to align with emerging realities. When stormy seas roil markets, Fixating on targets and timelines becomes futile. Like skilled sailors, investors must dynamically trim their sails and adjust course. Yesterday's steady winds shift. Today's destinations drift out of reach. Expect choppy waters, but maintain the readiness to ride out waves. Just as mighty rivers carve new channels over time, capital must be directed to flow around obstacles. Progress depends on keeping channels open by scoping alternative routes. Savvy investors explore multiple options, wary of reliance on any single path. Creativity and flexibility illuminate the way forward. Innovators iterate, analyze data, and update approaches based on feedback. Investing also requires testing hypotheses, learning from results, and evolving tactics. Defensive investors stick rigidly to assumptions, while agile ones refine paradigms. With an open and adaptable mindset, progress unfolds. When markets get frothy and exuberance detaches prices from fundamentals, flexibility is key. Avoid overextending or over-optimizing. Maintain the capacity to adjust, whether trimming or adding exposure. Anchoring to set plans, even as imbalances grow, leads to instability. Nimble navigation keeps investments balanced. By bracing for uncertainty and resisting false confidence, one prepares for turbulence. With an adaptable perspective focused on the long term, investors can roll with the punches, capitalize on unforeseen openings, and come out ahead. Mindful money management. The temptations of wealth and fear of poverty often trouble the soul. Yet we must maintain equanimity and not be swayed by external circumstances. Our judgments can remain steady if we focus on virtue and act with wisdom. Rash financial decisions are born of untamed impulses and a lack of self-control. But the Stoic mindfully pauses before each choice, reflecting with reason and separating needs from mere wants. Patience is the friend of the wise. Wealth itself is neither good nor evil. It is merely an instrument. How we use it determines virtue. Money must be managed properly to provide for necessities, not feed vanity. Our true riches are wisdom, justice, and courage. The Stoic is not anxious about losses in investments, for nothing truly belongs to us. We cannot lose what was never ours. Even as markets fluctuate, our poise remains unshaken, focused on living nobly. Yet we must plan diligently and use our wealth judiciously. Financial powers become culpably if mismanaged and abused. Mindfulness guides our decisions, so money serves society. Study economics as the art of household management, but also study philosophy to master the self. Right understanding, applied self-discipline allow us to properly manage money and life. Through mindful awareness of our motives and disciplined reason in our actions, we can handle wealth and poverty with equanimity, using money as nature intended, to live well and justly. Patience in wealth accumulation. The desire for prosperity can trouble an undisciplined mind. But the virtuous Stoic understands that wealth is not an end in itself but an instrument for living well. With patience and diligence, money grows to serve these higher purposes. Beware of the temptation for quick riches, which often lead to ruin. Steady savings, modest investments, and compound interest bear the fruits of patience over time. Restrain impulse, delay gratification, and allow the seedlings to grow. Imagine a fertile field left unsown, where only meager weeds sprout. With diligent tending and time, bountiful crops may flourish. But prematurely harvesting sour greens profits little. Patience allows for nature's bounty. Suppose a man hastily withdrew green saplings to sell as mere kindlings. Years later, a mighty oak might have stood, providing sturdy timber for ships and shelter for generations. Foresight values the sprout's potential. Endure market turbulence and unrealized expectations with equanimity. Neither exuberance nor despair serve a balanced mind seeking sustainable wealth. Persist calmly on the long path. Distinguish petty wants from true needs. Patience for the latter is prudent. Impatience for the former is vanity. Meet necessities first, then spend wisely to fulfill enlightened self-interest. Breathe deeply when impatience and anxiety arise. Recall impermanence. This too shall pass. External events do not sway the Stoic's composure or alter the course of wisdom. Money itself holds no special powers, only the potential it represents. Patience focuses not on accumulating wealth but on using it prudently once it has been accumulated over time through diligence. Dearest friend, through reasoned self-control, we can patiently build wealth while also living well. Patience is the companion of the virtuous on this lifelong journey. Generosity and philanthropy with abundance. True wealth is found not in hoarding but in prudently circulating for just ends. Surplus beyond necessities provides means to lift up the disadvantaged and fuel societal progress. The abundant spirit multiplies prosperity through giving. Imagine a flowering tree that hoarded its blossoms, unwilling to share its beauty and nectar. The selfish tree soon withered in isolation, but a tree that freely propagates life and shade enriches the entire forest. Vanity drives some to accumulate beyond measure, wasting wealth on frivolous luxuries and status displays. Yet inexorable time levels all material inequalities. The miser's fortune ultimately gets dispersed. His greed is but a footnote. While some insatiably acquire, philanthropists gladly provide for those in need. With wisdom and care, he administers surplus to generate opportunity for generations to come. His wealth bears fruit through generosity. Resilience in financial setbacks. The wise remain even-tempered in fortune and misfortune alike. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, objective judgment, now at this very moment. We respond to loss rationally, without emotional excess. No possession truly belongs to us. For each setback in life cycles, we either break or become more stoic. Difficulties call forth our courage, temperance, and resourcefulness. Through wisdom, we rise resiliently. As Epictetus said, do not seek to have events happen as you want them to, but instead want them to happen as they do. Our judgments endure whatever comes to pass. Difficult times summon our courage. A crisis reveals an opportunity for virtue. We demonstrate wisdom by safeguarding essentials, pragmatically adapting and controlling only what is in our power. Despair benefits none. There are always constructive steps to take, however small. Suffering ceases when we reorient our perspective. Each day offers chances to exercise wisdom, even in darkness. Wealth ever ebbs and flows, impermanent as the tides. But our principles remain fixed guides through tumult. Integrity and goodness steer us onward, come what may. Adversity awakens our discipline. Luxury and comfort often corrupt sound judgment, while challenges make us all stoic. Let difficulty strengthen our character. Be undisturbed by external events. Maintain sovereignty over your reasoned mind. Come what may, resilience arises from within. Balance material wealth with inner richness. True wealth begins within, requiring neither riches nor poverty. Our judgments remain steady regardless of external conditions. With discipline and wisdom, we maintain equanimity and contentment. While we prudently manage our resources, money itself holds no special power over the Stoic mind. Neither greed nor destitution can shake our poise if we cultivate virtue and mastery of the self. Luxuries easily acquired soon lose their luster, but simplicity focused on justice brightens over time. The magnification of wants diminishes inner wealth. Satisfaction springs from aligning actions with wisdom. Prosperity provides the means to live nobly and contribute value. Yet money counterproductively sought as an end becomes a spiritual liability. Material abundance, unsupported by ethics, is hollow. Health, integrity, and compassion are treasures untouched by market swings. If lost in pursuit of wealth, one becomes bankrupt of soul. Inner riches enable the right livelihood, not riches alone. Let us strive for prosperity guided by principle and multiplied through benevolence. This lasting wealth withstands the winds of change and the tides of time.